What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today is Saturday, September 21st of 2024, which marks the beginning of the official Oktoberfest celebration in Munich, Germany. And to kick off the festivities, I am reviewing a collaboration beer, this time between the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, and they are out of both Chico, California and Mills River, North Carolina, and Brauerei Gutmann, and they are out of Tieting, Germany, and this is their Oktoberfest, the 2024 release. So this is a Festbier-style Oktoberfest that comes in at 6% alcohol by volume, 30 IBUs at the time of review. This can is just over 2.5 months old. So we got the yearly collaboration Oktoberfest beer from Sierra Nevada almost every year, I believe, in the past. Not every year, but for most of the years in the past, like 10 to 12 years, they have typically collabed with a German brewery to release an Oktoberfest beer, and this year they're going with Brauerei Gutmann. They have been around for about 300 years, which is insane. A lot of German breweries are around for a long time, which is awesome. We do not get distro of them here in America, I don't believe. I've never seen any of their beer. They're known for their Hefeweizen, I believe, or is it their Kellerweiss? Maybe both. But anyway, so yeah, they did a collaboration this year, and they're doing a fest beer, which is awesome. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I actually picked up a couple of these dimpled mugs. Now, I didn't want to get the 1 liter Stein because I'm not reviewing 1 liter of beer, when I do a review. So I got basically a ½ liter dimpled mug here. It's a little bit more appropriate than what I've been using in the past, so we're going to go with it. And of course, the first beer I'm pouring is a 12 fluid ounce can, so it's not going to look as pretty as it should, but we are going to get into this one and give it a nice pour here and take it from there. So let's go. I actually want a good head on this one because of the size of this glass, so we'll see if I can pour something really nice. That's not too bad right there. I think that looks really nice. Throw this over here. So in the dimpled mug, how does that look? That looks absolutely fucking beautiful. Crystal clear. You can see my hand through it for sure. Clarity's through the roof. It has now, when it comes to the fest beer and Märzen styles, there's basically 2 Oktoberfest styles. Fest beers and Märzen. Fest beer is what they actually serve at the Oktoberfest celebration in Munich, Germany nowadays. I think Paulaner introduced that back in the 70s. But everybody else pretty much knows Märzen as far as the style goes. Märzen, a little bit richer, deeper malt character. The fest beers are meant to be a little bit easier to drink and not as rich. So that's why they pour these at the festival. You can drink a lot more. So yeah, anyway, that looks beautiful. The head's dissipating a little bit. It's about a ½ finger, but yeah, decent carbonation. Has this beautiful like honey golden color. Hold it up to the light. We'll go over to this light. I never go to this light because, the way I'm holding it. But yeah, it looks beautiful. Clarity's through the roof. The head, it was about a finger of a nice frothy, I'd say bone white colored head. Again, it's dissipating. Could be the fact that this is the first time I washed it. I got the glasses, I washed them out. Maybe the head retention is my fault. Maybe it's the beer. I don't know. Let's get a nose. Very nice. So the one thing that I've always noticed with fest beers as opposed to Märzen have more of that like deeper, rich, almost like a brown bread or kind of a little bit of like a caramel and toffee. This is more biscuity and like a honey biscuit kind of nose from the malt character. But in addition to this has a decent hop character, and I will say that I've seen some friends on YouTube, fellow beer tubers, and also people on Tap, check this one in and say this one has more of like a Pilsner-esque kind of feel, which is another thing. I believe they use Pilsner malt for fest beer, so that definitely makes sense that people are thinking that. But in the nose here, I'm getting this nice like herbaceous kind of fruitiness, like a little bit of like a citrus, like a lemon, apple, pear. But there's this like nice, I want to say like more of a spicy herbaceousness. It smells like I just want to drink a lot of this. I mean, that's what I want to do. I just want to drink a lot of this. It smells really, dare I say, quaffable. Anyway, let's get into this one. Prost, everyone. I'm glad I said honey biscuit in the nose because to me, that's really coming through on the flavor. This is really tasty. Holy shit. Now, I did watch the quick, I think it was like a 2-minute clip on Sierra Nevada's YouTube channel, and they basically, very simplistic with the taste notes. They're like, oh, sweet and malty, and then you get a little bit of like a dryness, and I think they said like an herbal character. They're right. This is simplistic, but also has some complexity, but more importantly, it's just really tasty. Body's like lighter side of medium, approaching medium, 6%. I'm cool with it. The mouthfeel, that's another thing they said, and I'm actually getting here. This is, very crisp, like this beer should be. It has a nice crisp, moderate carbonation, but it reminds me, and I said this in a couple reviews recently, where it kind of reminds me of like a Belgian Wit beer or a Belgian beer in some sort of fashion. Why? Because while it's effervescent, it's crispy, it's carbonated, it has a smooth creaminess to it at the same time. Pretty cool. I just want to pound that out right now. Like, I just want to just hammer that back. Forefront, biscuity, honey, malt character for me. Has a little bit of like a white bread, but it's more biscuity and honey. Like that's kind of like an omnipresent character. Like, it even hits again on the finish. Really cool. After that, though, I get a little bit of like a lemon zest. I definitely get that orchard fruit, a touch of like a apple skin, but maybe even like a little bit of a sweeter, like the core of closer to the core of an apple. Touch of pear. And then on the finish, it's a spicy herbaceousness. Even has a little bit of like a grassiness as well. I can see why people say Pilsner, because this one does have a mild to moderate hop bitterness, more approaching moderate. It's a little bit hoppier than a lot of fest beers that I'm accustomed to drinking. Now, to be fair, a lot of the authentic German fest beers that get sent over here, and there's only a couple of them, by the time they reach the States, they're like 4, 5, 6 months old. So they already have a lot of age to them. Most of them have not been in cans. This one, despite being just over 2.5 months old, still has a really nice hop character. It's not overbearing to me, but if you're somebody who loves like the Meriton style and you go and drink something like this, it might shock your palate to some degree. It's not like over the top for people who know the style or like drink a lot of like Pilsners and whatnot. You're not going to be bothered by it, but somebody who loves malt-driven beer, especially Meritons, I think it might be a bit much for you. It might be a bit much for you. I might be talking out of my ass, but it might be a bit much. It's tasty. Not much more to say about it. It's nice. It's a very nicely done collaboration. Not my favorite Oktoberfest beer or anything, but it might be one of my favorites from an American brewery in recent memory. It brings everything to the table. It has good malt character. It has good hop character. I really like that smooth creaminess that I don't get in a lot of, especially fest beers here in America, while still remaining crisp and really, again, has a nice carbonation to it. 6%, you really can't tell. This would get you in trouble. If they were serving this at the aforementioned Oktoberfest celebration in Munich, Germany, you could drink liters of this. You really could. And you'd be messed up. But I don't think it would weigh down your palate, especially if you're somebody who doesn't mind a mild to moderate hop character that is kind of akin to like a German Pilsner. I think this is a really nice beer. Is it like stylistically 100% accurate to a fest beer? It mostly is, but I think it does lean a little bit more hop. There's a little bit more hop character than I'm accustomed to. Not to say that it, that's not with the style. The fest beer style is made to drink again. A lot of it at the at Oktoberfest. I think the hop character helps balance out. I feel like I couldn't drink a shit ton of Meritons only because a lot of them are rich and they're kind of heavy on the palate, where this is the exact opposite. So Oktoberfest, the 2024 release, collaboration between Sierra Nevada and Gutmann. I am going to give this a high 4.25 out of 5 and go 4.35. I think this is great. This is great. This is a great collaboration. Might be my favorite of the ones that I have reviewed on the channel that I've had from them. I don't know if they've been doing it for 10 to 12 years. It might be more like 8 to 10 years. I know during COVID for a couple years they didn't do it, but I'm glad they're back doing it because this is really tasty. And again, I've seen a mixed bag of this one, and I totally understand why after tasting it, but I really like this. I think this is extremely well done. So 4.35 out of 5. Price point availability here in the Buffalo, New York area. I see this for $11.99 a 6-pack. Might be a difference of $1 or $2 wherever you live, either high or low. I would assume if you could get this for like $10 a 6-pack all day, every day, I probably wouldn't pay much more than like $14, $15 a 6-pack. But for $11.99, $2 a can, it's a really tasty beer. And availability of Sierra Nevada, this is their fall release, fall seasonal, whatever you want to call it. So you should see this one if you do see Sierra Nevada stuff. I've seen this all over the place. So Yeah. Anyway, gonna shut this one down. That is the first Oktoberfest beer I am reviewing this year. Will it be the best? It might be. I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat because this is just really, really tasty. If you've had this one before, especially this year's release, please post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. I also like just like the black and gold kind of can too. I think that's a pretty slick looking can. So I like the color scheme. I like the beer. Everything's a win for Sierra Nevada when it comes to this one for me personally. But if you disagree, again, comment section. Let me know. If you agree, let me know. I'm here for the interaction. Anyway, I'm going to shut this one down. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one, which, as far as the Oktoberfest, the next one you'll see, I think, is Thursday. And that'll be Brewery Gang's, I forget what the name of it is. Oktoberfest, I believe it's called. That'll be the next one. Anyway, to the next one. Prost.